Hi there. Welcome to LSB Feasters Radio Channel, where we keep great radio from the past alive. And today we're going to Rochester, New York, the Flower City, and 95 WBBF. 95 BBF was the little station that could. It didn't exactly have the best signal in Western New York, but it knew how to attract listeners. It was the big top 40 station in Rochester in the 60s and 70s into the early 80s, and it had great personalities on it like Tom George, Tommy Nast, Jerry Fogle, who left radio to actually go to TV, become an actor, and starred in the TV show The Mothers-in-Law, Nick Nixon, and longtime morning man Jack Palvino. WBBF just played the hits, lots of great contesting, pretty much dominated for a long time, and other stations came along to compete with it, like WAXC in Rochester, where the Greaseman worked in his earlier days. If you've never heard it, check it out. This is a 95 BBF station composite. It's just a snapshot of what the station sounded like through the whole day. Let's give it a listen. 95 BBF Rochester.
I listen to WBBF because...
Jack Palvino. Good morning and welcome to As the Record Turns, 2 minutes before 8 o'clock. You'll recall in yesterday's episode, we left Kitty crying. Kitty is still crying. She knows if she gets ill, not only will she lose her health, but she will lose Nick. She gets up to see what's keeping Nick so long. You remember he left looking for the superintendent of the building yesterday. She doubles over in pain once again. Nick, meanwhile, is thinking he'll talk to Mona. Maybe he can get Ann back. And while he's waiting in the hospital to talk to Mona, Dr. Tyler, Ann's father by a previous marriage, approaches him to talk about Ann. Ruth Martin, meanwhile, comes to the studio. They're hopping all over in today's episode to talk to Nick. Nick chats with Kathy and asks Kathy how she is. Kathy says, fine. Suddenly, Kathy gets sick, which describes this whole series, frankly. Tune in tomorrow when Nick says...
You know what you could do?
Cool it, Nick. WBBF Rochester, it's 8 o'clock. Music is on us. Do you have questions about college or career plans, problems at home, information on drugs, health, legal problems, pregnancy? Boy, you certainly are in a mess, aren't you? Call the center.
And if anyone here sees a reason why this ceremony should not be continued, then let him speak now or forever hold his peace.
Just a second, Rabbi. I got a reason.
I'm not a rabbi, daughter.
That's the reason.
Tim Griffin.
What are we talking about this morning?
Divorce.
Divorce.
Discipline and children. Complainers.
Complainers this morning.
Abortion.
Abortion. Boy, you're just going to get it on this morning, all right?
Jack Wheeler.
2:20 from WBBF with Jack Wheeler. I want a Treat Street winner this hour. Rosalind Street in Rochester. Rosalind Street. You live there, call me. 232-6300. Got some prizes for you. Here's old Loudon Wainwright.
Crossing the highway late last night.
You know, after you play something like that, there should be a lot of clever remarks available, but somehow nothing seems quite poetic enough, if you know what I mean.
95 WBBF.
Give yourself a break. A hamburger, French fries, and a triple thick shake from your nearest McDonald's, a pound of Bravo spaghetti, a six-pack of Coke, a full-color picture map of Rochester, and for that zip that won't quit, a tube of tackle. Treat Street prizes this hour. Rosalind Street in Rochester. If you live there, call me. 232-6300. We had the Moody Blues yesterday. These are the Moody Blues today. Good stuff. Moody Blues and just a singer in a rock and roll band from WBBF at 2:32 with a Treat Street winner, Charles Edwards, 24 Rosalind Street in Rochester. Congratulations, Charlie. You got yourself a bunch of Treat Street prizes. First winner today for me. Jack Wheeler with music from WBBF. I don't know about you, but I'm about ready for something peaceful.
95
2:35 from WBBF with Jack Wheeler. Going to give away another $1,000 bill. Keep listening. This might be your lucky turn, huh? WBBF Golden. 2:37 from WBBF with Jack Wheeler. 43-degree Monday in Rochester. Super Gold from 67 with Buffalo Springfield. Look out, they might be pointing a finger at you.
WBBF Rochester at 4 o'clock. The music's on us. Rochester weather, cloudy with a chance of wet snow tonight. What a heck of a Valentine's Day. High today in the mid-30s. Snow, rain, freezing rain tonight. The low temperature near 30. Currently 39 degrees at WBBF.
Schnellenberger was named today as new head coach of the Baltimore Colts of the National Football League. Lanny Fratteri, WBBF Sports.
Stoking a boiler on a left train. That's the O'Shea's. 421 at WBBF with Jim Rivers. WBBF with Jim Rivers. That's Lobo. Don't expect me to be your friend because I'm a troll. It's 427. WBBF. There's a 1948 Peter Pontiac on display at Long Ridge Mall, covered with WBBF hearts. If you can be the closest guess to the actual number of hearts, you'll win the car. Enter today.
Tom Jones. WBBF Rochester. It is 7 o'clock. The music's on us. OJ's Love Train 704 from WBBF Radio. I have Joan Coleman, who's the secretary of the junior class at Spencerport High, on a phone with me. And I was out there last week, I think it was. No, a week and a half ago. Once I do the schools touring around, finding out what's happening. And I happened to stop into Spencerport and saw on the wall a thing called the Great Ball of Fire, which is coming this Thursday night, February 15th, right? Joni?
Right.
Are you there? Okay. And it happens, what, at 8 o'clock until 11? Can you tell me a little bit about it?
It happens from 8 to 11. This February 15th, there'll be all the old songs from the 50s and early 60s. We're serving pizza and Coke, like for 5 cents for a piece of pizza, 5 cents for Coke. You can't go wrong there.
Yeah.
It's free bubble gum. But it's open.
Free bubble gum?
Right.
Is it Bobby socks and that type of thing?
Yeah, you have to dress 50 style.
Oh, yeah? What do I have to do? Put Crisco on my hair, you know?
Yeah, it sounds good. If you come all greased up, you get in for 75 cents, and if you decide to come straight, you have to pay $1.25.
Lobo, one of the most requested songs this hour. Don't expect me to be your friend. That's for Joan out in Spencerport. 709 WBBF Radio. This is Thomas George in high school wrestling. Bishop Kearney wins the championship for the second year in a row with a win over Edison. Final score, Kearney 38, Edison 18. In swimming, it was McQuaid, city champs, defeating Jefferson 49-46. Jeff tied for second with Aquinas. High school wrestling, Shalon over Marshall 46-9. Spinners, could it be that I'm falling in love? Got this off the request line at 232-2000. Got to send this down to Sperry High. Rochester weather. Fair tonight, low temperature in the teens. Wet snow tomorrow. High temperature in the mid-30s. Street level, I have 22 degrees at WBBF. Doors love her madly.
WBBF. Rocky Sides, no fault bill. I'm Forrest Lewis with the towns at 7:20 on News for Progressive Rochester.
Burt Michaels. On the request line, go ahead.
Burt, can I please ask you a question?
Go right ahead, my dear. Ask me a question. Interrogate me fully, if you like.
Now, this is very important.
I figured as much.
Can I still send in my name and address to WBBF so I can win $1,000? Because I forgot to, and I don't know if I still can. So can you please tell me? Because I really want to know.
Yeah, would you
I
please?
really want to win the money.
Hey.
So I'd like to request Bitter Man by Melanie.
Oh, what
I think that's what it's called.
Right.
So
Okay. I was going to answer your question, but now I forgot what it was. No, you can send in your name, address, and telephone number to WBBF and be eligible to win $1,000.
It's bitter bad.
But right now I feel so good.
really just consider this for a minute. You figured just for one instant that it could possibly be related to the remotest fashion that we could be falling in love? It's 10:34. Burt Michaels.
You're my love, you're my angel.
Carl Strandell.
There ain't no woman like the one I got. The Four Tops will have the Grammy Award-winning song coming up in a few moments here at WBBF. Right now, something hit bound from the Sesame Street Singers and Little Karen Carpenter at WBBF. This is Sing. That's Karen Carpenter, 8 minutes before the hour with Carl Strandell. Well, if you saw the Grammy Awards, you know who came diddly bopping out on the stage. Without a bra even, too. Yeah. Of all the songs, now we're up for the Grammy Award. This one got it. Shut up. And she had the nerve to thank God. That was the Grammy Award-winning song of the year. This piece of junk just going flying across the room. That record right there just broke against the wall. That was the Grammy Award-winning song of the whole year. How about that?
We get it almost every night.
That song goes out to Shirley out in Gates, who thinks that song is a raw delight.
Well, it's time for us to leave.
The preceding was pre-recorded from WBBF Rochester.